Welcome back to Prime Morning. My name is Dua Akumia, and it's time for Let's Talk Relationship. But before we get right into it, just a reminder that, you know, the tour that we had at the Avakpe, I hope I've pronounced it right, Avakpe Mountains will be airing at exactly 5:30 p.m. today. So you make sure that you do tune in to Joy Prime TV and, you know, have a wonderful experience, you know, seeing all these beautiful views in the Volta region. Anyway, so let's get started with today's conversation and Let's Talk Relationship. We are talking gender bias perceptions. Gender bias perceptions. Now, before we get right into it, when it comes to the woman or anything about women, one of the prominent people that comes in mind who, you know, encourages and promotes women, motivates women, Maya Angelou, and she does that through her poems. And, you know, one of them is Phenomenal Woman. So I'm going to read a stanza from Phenomenal Woman, which I love, love, love so much. And it reads, "Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, and the grace of my style. I'm a woman phenomenally." And this is a stanza from Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou. What I'm trying to say is, dear woman, before we get started, a young lady, woman watching us right now, you're beautiful, you're phenomenal, you don't need to settle for less, okay? So stay glued with us right here on Prime Morning during this entire conversation. Like I mentioned earlier, we are talking about gender bias perceptions, specifically what the society thinks about women. Now, when it comes to, let me give an example, cheating. When it comes to cheating, it's like, it's okay for the man to cheat and still be in a relationship with a woman. But then when a woman cheats, it's so not okay. The entire, it's like literally hell breaks loose if a woman cheats. Divorce. There are so many instances where it seems women are not really treated right. And that's our conversation for today. And so my guests are ladies first. So let me do my guest lady, Christiana Sweetie Abochi, who is a media personality. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did I get the name pronunciation right?
Abochi.
Abochi.
Yes. Okay.
How could I?
Yeah. It's okay.
But I hope you're fine.
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. It's great to have you here again. The last time, you really caused a lot.
Yeah, and then I had a lot of backlashes.
You did?
You know. Oh, so you think women should do this? You think? And I'm like, sis, I just spoke my mind. Move on.
And you're here to do sailing.
Yeah, I'm going to speak my mind.
I know. And my male guest is Wilberforce Amo, who is a development practitioner. Good morning, Wilberforce.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you too?
Oh, I'm great. Are you ready to, you know? Because you see, she's geared up, she's ready. Yeah. And this topic is quite sensitive, and she's a woman, I'm a woman. So are you ready?
Very ready. As a development practitioner, you are always ready. Yeah. And you bring reality to the fore, so always ready. Always ready.
Yeah. Anyways, viewers, so get interactive with us on this conversation. You can contact us or sending your messages via our WhatsApp line. It's going to be put up on the screen for you to contact us, sending your messages. If you have any questions at all in relation to this topic, which is gender bias perception, how the society views or thinks about women. That's our discussion for today, so you can send in your questions and your suggestions as well. Let me get right into the conversation. Let me come to you. Sweetie, let me just call you Sweetie.
I prefer that anyway.
You prefer that anyway, right? Now, I don't know whether to call it sad, but what is it about women that it makes it so difficult for us? Is like we always have to put in so much to prove ourselves.
Yeah.
Why?
It's not a now thing. You know, it's something that has been happening from time immemorial. Men are seen as the protectors, the providers. Women are the, you know, meek, fragile ones that need the protecting, that need to be provided for. And so, I mean, in the wake of feminism and women empowerment and all that, people still think that, or men still think that a woman should be treated differently.
Right.
You know, so we should not be open to risks. We should not be able to speak our minds. We should not have sex as much as we want because we are women, maybe because we are receptive. But the narratives are changing, and I'm just really happy about that because I'm very particular about women and how we should be positioned in society.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately it's simply because society or our references, the Bible, the Quran, the institutions of marriage and everything is already designed to put the woman in that place. So it's not something that we can change easily, but we're getting there. So yeah, it's a great start, and hopefully we get to the point one day where no girl will wake up one day and be told that, no, you cannot do this because you're a woman. You cannot go about dressing like that because men will objectify you. Nobody's chastising the men not to objectify the women. We get objectified because we are women. So I think it's a great start, and we'll get there.
Okay. Now, Wilberforce, do you think that society is really doing a good job? You know, like Sweetie mentioned, that the narrative have changed now. Do you think that it will, one way or the other, affect the way women are supposed to respect or regard men in society?
Definitely. You know, these things started way back, like she said. Religion has impacted how women are seen in society. Culture has also impacted how women are seen in society vis-a-vis their male counterparts.
Yeah.
These times, the world is evolving in such a way that we are getting to a point where even we, the men, or let me generalize, all men are gradually coming to terms with the fact that this woman, who is either my sister, my friend, my daughter, or whoever, is not that lower a person enough to trample upon. So we are gradually getting there to the point where women, now we see women handling various positions in society and so on. My boss is a woman. I think I've worked with 2 women bosses. This is the second, and she's very good in terms of everything. She, just like a man would do, doing her normal duties, she's good. So why not? So that is where we are all pushing, as development practitioners, we are all pushing the biases that are against women towards that it should not be where a woman is trampled upon, seen as, no, you can. What I want to rather emphasize is the fact that right is right and wrong is wrong.
Okay.
Whether it's done by a man or a woman. However, we will also not, I mean, the discussion has just started, so we'll talk about it, but we will also not gloss over certain things like morality when it comes to gender issues as well. That's my initial reaction for now.
Okay. Now let's come to the stigma that is attached to a woman who is born 1, a woman who is born 2, a divorcee woman. There's always this stigma attached to them. It's like, if you are born 1, if you're a woman and you are born 1, born 2, you don't have the right to love again. You don't have the right, you know, you can't fall in love again, you can't marry again. If you're a divorcee woman, it's like people see you, society sees you in a certain light. I want your take, let me come to you, Sweetie. I want your take on situations like that.
First of all, women are lauded for landing a man. Some parents, you know, the old elderly ones, they don't recognize a woman's efforts in trying to build a career, you know, leave a mark on this earth, a legacy, whatever. But if you get married, ooh, she did it. She did the one thing that a woman is supposed to do. And so if you enter any sort of relationship and then a child comes out of that relationship and then the man does not stay, automatically there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Why did he leave you?
Right.
You have a kid.
Exactly.
A child should make both of you happy.
Exactly.
But there's something wrong with you. Otherwise he would have stayed. That's the basis for all of this.
Yeah.
So if you enter the marriage and you got divorced, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Why did he leave? You're probably not cooking and cleaning or doing all the things that women should do, right?
Or the main thing that the men usually complain about. she doesn't respect me?
I think respect is not a gender thing. Women must not respect men at all costs. Respect is earned.
Right.
You know, if you disrespect me, I won't respect you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if you respect me, if you respect my values, if you respect the things I stand for, of course I'll respect you.
Yeah.
Men expect women to be submissive. But if you do a little research, you find out that women, no matter how high a position they're in, if the men are doing it right, these women go all the way out to be submissive to their men. I'm talking about big CEOs, and I like Michelle Obama, and I listened to one interview she gave, and where she talked about if she wants to look at her relationship with Barack over the years, she wouldn't say it's 50-50, it's 100-100. But there are times where she thought she was giving in more than Barack was giving. But she kept her eyes on the goal. You can't tell me that Michelle didn't respect Barack at some point, or Barack disrespected Michelle. If Barack did stuff that warranted Michelle to act in a certain way that came across as disrespectful, Barack did it.
Yeah.
Michelle didn't do it. She just, to every action, there's an equal and opposing reaction.
Okay.
So respect is what you give is what you get. It's not a woman thing. But men should move on from that.
What of a situation where you're in a relationship where there are some men who naturally demand such respect. They demand that you respect them regardless.
They just don't know. They don't know enough. I'm sorry. You don't demand respect. Whoever you are, I won't respect you just because you're a man. I will respect you because of how you treat me, because of the things you do, because of the value you're giving, or whatever it is I'm getting from you, or whatever our relationship is. But I won't do it. I won't respect you differently than I respect him, because he has balls and you have breasts. It doesn't work. Oh, can I say that?
That's fine.
Yeah.
You've already said it. It's fine. It's fine. Let me come to you, Omar. What's your take on this?
One thing is that when we look at, even from the religious point of view, I'm a Christian, so I'll pick it from the Christian point of view. In the Bible, there was a story of a woman who was into fornication or adultery and was brought to Jesus Christ, and he asked. You see, the question didn't go for with whom, because she committed it, obviously, and especially at that time, never with a woman. It was a woman and a man. But the woman was brought for punishment. So one thing is that it tells us that from time immemorial, women have been more or less put in a certain kind of on a certain shelf that this is what should pertain to women, which is unfortunate. You mentioned the issue of someone being a divorcee or maybe having
a single
child
mother
out of wedlock, or a single mother. What about the single fathers?
Oh, they don't get as much.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, society will bring out proverbs like, if I should say it in Twi, akoko batan, like the chicks are always following the hen and not the cock. You see, the local chicken, the chicks are always following the hen and not the cock, and it so applies to human beings. Yeah. And that is how come you will see the children or the child following the mother, instead of the father. But I think it is wrong to stigmatize, because no one is able to judge what happened in that relationship, for which reason this woman is single, or for which reason she's a divorcee, whatever happened. There are situations where women have misconducted themselves and has resulted in divorce or breakups. Much the same way, there are situations where men have also misconducted themselves and has resulted in divorces and breakups. For example, a man, your introduction said, a man will cheat and nobody wants to talk about it. But a woman cheats and the family comes to, we call a family meeting for the divorce process to start, or any form of sanctions to start. For me, that is why I initially said we should not be highlighting issues that are morally wrong, like cheating. For example, because men cheat and they go scot-free, women should have the opportunity to also cheat and go scot-free.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to highlight. But what I want to highlight is that so long as, if what is good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. Maya Angelou, like you quoted, also said something that, let me look at it and quote. Maybe it will fit well for, she said this, said, we all should know that diversity makes for a rich tapestry, and we must understand that all the threads of the tapestry are equal in value no matter what their color. So for me, I would not disrespect a woman because she's a woman.
Okay.
Like Sweetie said, she will respect me not because I'm a man, but because of maybe what she has seen. Just the same way she will respect you. Unfortunately, in Ghana, I have observed that I'm a development or a practitioner. I've observed certain things, but that's for another discussion. That people will treat people because you are a man or a woman. I know somebody who will say, because I'm a woman, let me treat this woman fine and not you, the man, fine. But that's wrong as well. What we want to preach to the world and for everyone, whether they are in relationships or not, is not to segregate and say, this is a man. When he does something wrong, we shouldn't talk about it. But that is a woman. The slightest thing, we should highlight it so much that she even loses her self-confidence. That's not what we should be doing. So if a woman gives birth out of wedlock, she gave birth with a man. If she is divorced, no one knew what happened before that divorce happened. So we should treat them as human beings. Onosu yo nipa. So we should treat the woman as human being. She has reasons why she's out of that marriage. For all you know, she was not kicked out, but she stepped out. Right. For all you know. Right. But society will simply say, oh, no.
Yeah.
But okay. You made some reference to the woman whom Jesus said, if you're the first to, you know, cast the stone, if you're not without sin. Yeah. I just like to say that in those times, we weren't even having conversations like this. Right. In those times, the woman was actually supposed to be in a certain box. And so as the world is evolving as we are also evolving as human beings, the things that we consider those times are, you know, I'm not saying the Bible is wrong. I'm just saying that we shouldn't be referring back to things that were happening in those past ages when this era is completely different. I just want to clarify that so that nobody listens to you make that reference and goes to tell you, see, the man said this, and he said development. No, please. That's not what he's trying to say.
No. Okay. What I was even trying to say is that even though that kind of mindset started way back, we need to change it.
Yeah. Okay.
It is not something we have to.
Okay. All right. So, viewers, we are having the gender bias, perception conversation right now on Prime Morning. This is Let's Talk Relationship, and we are talking about how society sees women. And, Sweetie here and Wilberforce have said a lot. We want you to get interactive with us. Now, my question to you, viewers, is that why is it that, women are, let's say a woman cheats, or let me just give this one rather, born one or born two. Why is it that a woman like that isn't, cannot find love, doesn't have the right to love? What do you make of it? What would you say in relation to that? What would you say about a divorcee woman? Okay, so get interactive with us on all our social media platforms. But the WhatsApp line is also going to be put on there for you to send in your suggestions as well. Now, there's a very popular video. There are actually two videos. There's one that I chanced on 2 days ago, but I'm going to talk about the recent one that I saw. And in that video, so there were three ladies that were attacking another lady because one of the three ladies' boyfriend had cheated on her with the lady that they were all ganging up to beat up. And then you look at it and then you go like, no, these are women. These are girls. Like this lady, they are beating up. If your guy has cheated on you with another lady, why aren't you confronting the gentleman? Why aren't you confronting the guy? What has the lady got to do with this? Why are you attacking her?
Because she's her friend. I beg to differ when it comes to, issues within the circle of women. Because, Charlie, let's be honest, this is my gender, Nkasai. But she's her friend. She expected more from her. She expected her to know better. If you're my friend, you don't go sleeping with my man. The man, I don't mean to sound cliche, but men don't really care about stuff like that. No, they don't. If you avail yourself, they'll get some.
Okay.
They're men. That's what they do. I know I'm sounding very, what's it called? I'm being biased, but it's the truth. Yeah. Men do not care about stuff like that. So her loyalty, or she was expecting loyalty from her friend. For all you know, the guy it wasn't that serious. But when issues like that come up, we should take our time, women as women.
Okay, so in this particular video, the lady that was being beat up wasn't their friend.
Oh.
Aha. This is a total stranger.
Okay.
You get it. And they gang up to beat the lady up.
Okay.
That's just crass behavior, seriously, it's crass. Beautiful woman, like if your boyfriend or husband cheated on you, would you go and beat up the woman?
Like, it really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just thinking about it makes you ache a bit.
I always say something that if I'm in a relationship with you, and I'm a man, I'm in a relationship with you, a lady, and you cheat on me. Some people come and say, oh, it was a mistake. I haven't ever seen, for me, mistake is something that happens unawares. But you were able to go in, do what, and you cheated.
So cheating can never be a mistake?
For me, as far as I'm concerned, you can't say it's a mistake.
So it can never be a mistake?
You went there consciously. You were not raped. So why would you say it's a mistake?
Okay.
So was there not a second for you to think that, hey, what I'm doing is wrong, so let me track back?
Okay.
So for me, if you are my partner and you cheat on me, the other person you cheated with, I have no business with that person.
That's fair.
Because it is you I'm in a relationship with, not the other person. And you had decided and gone into that kind of act consciously. So if I have any confrontation, there's no need for it, but even if there is the need for confrontation, you, my partner, you are the one I will confront, and not the other person.
Not the other
person.
person.
As far as that video, I think that it was not fair on the side of the the intruder lady. For all you know, the guy didn't tell her the truth. For all you know, she knows absolutely nothing about this girlfriend. Or or this guy has been dating her over a long time. She has never seen him with someone else. And so she felt comfortable with him. And you know how we to our gender, we can lie,
Thank you for saying that.
We can put, So
when you're hunting,
when we pick the hunting gun, we know how to trap the prey. So we can employ various skills. Now, when it happens like this, confront your man and not the other lady, because she didn't. Most of the time, she didn't propose to your guy, or even if she did, your guy had the option of rejecting or staying away. And so why do you confront her?
But it's interesting to note how differently men would have handled this situation. They'll just conclude that, oh, she's a,
Oh, yeah.
So both of them just completely do away with you, or they continue doing what they're doing with you and not take you seriously. No man will go and confront another man for sleeping with his woman.
Right.
And I think it's also because of this perception that the men are more than we are, but it has changed. Women, it's not the same anymore.
It's not the same anymore.
I think it's equal or the wait, what was the initial one? That women outnumber men, and so there's this rush for getting yours and then holding on to yours. So even if you're in a terrible situation, he's yours, and so you want to guard it and protect it,
regardless of whatever
with
that
clause
happens.
and whatever. And that's this, I think that's the mentality that backs these kind of behavior.
Okay.
Because you think that's yours and it's yours to possess. So the other woman should go find hers.
Right.
So even though the man has cheated and he's in the wrong, your issue is with the woman who's trying to come for your thing.
I get it. So, kindly hold on. We have a call on the line. Good morning, Lena. Lena calling from Ablekuma. Hi, good morning. Oh, Lena, kindly make sure that you call back. We've lost you, so please call back. And if you have a question, you can put it out there. So, with what you're saying, it draws me back to the question that I asked from the beginning, that, when it comes to women, it's like when a woman cheats. A woman is like, yeah, when she cheats, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm doing away with you. But if a man cheats, he's expecting that if I apologize, just accept my apology and let's move on like nothing ever happened. Anyway, so we have another call on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, I'm speaking to Na, right?
Yes, please.
Yes. Can you please speak up for me?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I love the conversation that you're having this morning. And I want to contribute and also ask a question.
Okay.
You see, normally for women, when, let's say, women in bad marriages also, it's like the society has this thing on women that they are women, so they should stay no matter what. Even if it's even abuse.
Yeah.
They are supposed to stay in it no matter be the case. And I want to know, is it right? Because sometimes it even leads to death. And it's like, oh, she was being a strong woman. She was being a strong woman. In that case, what do you do? Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Now we have another caller. Rita, good morning. Rita calling us from Takrade. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you please speak up for me?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm good, and you?
Fine, thank you. So far.
I know this guy's issue. I have been a victim because a guy chatted me on Facebook.
Hello, Rita.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, we are listening.
Yes, he was asking me, are you married? I said no. Asking him to, are you also married? He said no. But I know this guy is married. I know the wife personally. And I told him, please be a gentleman, because I know you are married to a net. I'm also a net. Why are you doing this to your wife? And later on, came to tell he's joking, he's doing this. So you're not joking.
Wow.
Yes.
Anyways, okay, Rita. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, so we have Esther on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Esther.
Yeah.
Yes, can you please speak up for me?
Auntie Sweetie said something. Said if you are in a relationship and maybe your guy cheats on you, you don't have any business with the other lady.
With the lady, he cheats with.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that, but I say, what if you are in a relationship with a guy and maybe the lady your guy cheated with is someone you know, and that lady too knows that you and the guy have something, or maybe the person that doesn't know anything, but later you caught them and you approach the lady to stay away from your guy, but still we could see the lady is still following your guy. So is it good when you approach the lady again with beating or something? Is it good? That's the question I wanted to ask.
Okay. Okay, Esther. All right. Thank you very much, Esther. Okay, so let's address the first question, and which is in relation to women being abused in a relationship or in marriage, but you can't walk out, you can't go out, you're supposed to still be in the relationship because it gives you off as a strong. Hey, my God.
Sorry.
As a strong woman.
Let me just, I wanted to say something, but I think it ties in with this one.
Okay.
First of all, in behavior change, if you want to change behavior, you have to know what exists already. That is why we mentioned, I mentioned, I think she also did, the issue of what has been happening in age past, and then what is happening now and how we can. You see, many times in relationships, we have, based on culture and traditions and even religion, to press one side of the gender down compared to the other.
Yeah.
So, more or less, if you are a woman and you are suffering in your marriage, even go to your own mother and she'll say, bro, stay there for the sake of the children, for the sake of this. But there is this saying that if you leave, L-E-A-V-E, if you leave, you will live.
Yeah.
You get me?
If you leave,
so
you will live.
Live to live.
Yeah.
I'm not an English person, so don't mind me. So if you quit, you will survive. But if you stay there under the impression of I'm being strong, I'm being this, and also under the influence of culture and tradition, my dear, you will die.
Yeah, you will die.
Unfortunately, when you die, you don't see whatever happens again.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, sweetie.
But
So-
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I think that most of the people who want to stay in abusive relationships or in relationships that the men don't respect them sort of find their value tied to that relationship. As a human being, not just as a woman, you first have to discover what it is. You know, life is not short or long. Life is finite. It has a beginning and an end. You have to decide what is it you want to do with that period that's your life. Me as an individual, Sweetie Abochi, what is it that I want to do between the beginning of my life to the end of my life? That's
Right.
what finding your purpose. Now, if you've discovered that this is what I want to do, then you know that, okay, I can accept this. I won't accept that. If you're able to decide and also prioritize what it is that, you know, is valuable to you, you won't want to remain in a relationship where you are not appreciated because it does not align with your values, it does not align with your purpose,
Yeah.
and it definitely does not make you happy. Why would you want to be in a place that, you know, why would you want to stay
why?
there? And the thing is, they're afraid they won't find love again. Or they're afraid that they won't find anyone better, but you will find something better. You will find better if you position yourself to receive better.
Okay.
You first have to, whatever you're looking for from a man or from a relationship, whatever kind of relation, even if it's with family, you first have to be that.
Right.
And once you position yourself as that person, you're ready to, you attract what you are. You attract what you are.
Okay.
So women should not be afraid to leave abusive men.
Exactly.
Like, leave to live.
Exactly.
Really, I love that. I run an organization called Girl Gets Up Africa.
Okay.
And I think we'll talk after. Yeah, I just, don't be afraid. And if
Okay.
you're really looking for the good stuff, be the good stuff and you will
And
find
you will
the good
attract
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so we have another call on the line. Edward calling from Volta region. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great this
Okay,
morning.
talk to us.
Yeah, madam, I love the program this morning. I love it so much. But I want to add something to what Sweetie is saying. Sweetie is almost right in all her submissions.
Okay.
And then the fact still remains that we can't disassociate ourselves from the past. In an attempt to disassociate ourselves from the past, because the past is what laid the foundations of marriage and whatsoever. So a woman can get married again if she positions herself well.
Right.
If the first marriage failed her and she behaved well, packaged herself down well, she would get another marriage, even a far better one again. But if she is cheat type she's the type that loves to cheapen herself, walking around with these young men and all sort of things. Society is watching, but you wouldn't know that society is watching. So maybe probably somebody may just teach the guy that is coming after you that, oh, that girl after her first marriage, maybe she's not doing well, or maybe that was her character. That is why the man left her. Also, I just love that we should learn from it. And our culture system too. It's one thing we should talk about. Our culture. I am from Georgia.
Okay.
Because we feel that when the woman divorced, the children will be maybe affected. So my mother would say that because of you, I should have left the marriage. But because of you, my kids, no matter the problem, I will leave. You see, so in everything, let us be taking the kids into consideration. Let us be considering the kids so that divorce will not be too much on the land. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Edward, for calling. We have Lena calling from Ablekuma. Good morning. Thank you, Edward, for calling. We have Lena calling from Lena, can you please mute your television set for
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Lena.
Please, I love this program this morning.
Can you please speak up for me?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, hi.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, please, I love this program this morning.
Oh,
and
thank you so much.
So much, I said, I love you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, for the society is not fair to women. Seriously. Society is not fair to women. And we have to stand up for this. Seriously. If a man cheats, it's okay. But if a woman cheats, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's not fair to me.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Lena.
Very beautiful.
Okay, so we have Richard calling from Lakeside on the line. Okay, Rita. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hello.
Us,
good morning.
Can you please mute your TV?
Okay.
Right. Okay. We are listening.
Yes, please.
Okay, Rita, kindly call back. Okay, so we have lots of messages coming through. Let me read some of them. So, good morning. The problem is most women with kids, they don't understand support and responsibilities. I'm not the father of your kid, so I will support you to take care of your child, even if the father is there and doing his responsibilities. This is the case when the father is not doing that and they want you to take in that responsibility. And if you fail or can't do what they want you to do, there is a problem. They make you feel like you are not a man enough. So that is the most reason we do avoid that drama. Okay. Sweetie.
She's just trying to protect her child.
Okay.
You know, if it turns out that you don't stay for the long term, that will be introducing another person and the next and the next and the next as, you know, a father figure, when you're just confusing the child. So these women are just trying to protect their children from, or shield them.
Right.
You know, shield their innocence from all that's happening. Because at the end of the day, they grow up to become these men, or they become, you know, the things
they pick up from them.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
Don't blame the women. They're
They're
just protecting their children.
Okay, so we have Ellen on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi. Talk to us.
All right. I want to contribute, right?
Okay.
You see, ladies of today, I would say we are on problems.
Okay.
Why am I saying so, my dear? These days, ladies are lazy compared to those times where our mothers have to sacrifice, go to the farms, do all sort of things, come back, take care of the children.
Okay.
But look at today, ladies. We feel like being in the house for the man to go and provide for us, which is not so. Already, we have it at the back of our minds that men are so providers for both the children and the woman. And that is why when a man cheats, we don't look at it to be a wrong thing.
Because he's giving you everything
the man
you need.
who provides for the house. So you, as a woman, you also sit in there without going and coming. And man is this same man who provides for you. And if this man cheats and you say you are leaving, where are you going to? As you are not working, where do you go?
Hey, Helen.
You can't even provide for yourself, not alone renting or something, taking your children out. So as he's beating you, you have no choice but to stay in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so all these things are things we just have to talk about. Women just
to some
and work.
extent, yeah.
Empowered. How do you?
That's what the empowerment.
Okay, Helen, thank you so much for
much.
calling. We have Belinda on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, can you please speak up for me?
Okay. I like this program this morning. This
Thank
is my
you.
first time, but I think I'm enjoying this program.
Oh, thank you. I hope that you continue watching us.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to us.
It's like, I want to say that they say that when you are born one, you can't get married, or
Yeah.
men will be afraid of you
Yeah.
getting married to you. That one, I think, is not, it's how you yourself you are that will bring somebody who is unique to you,
Okay.
and how you keep yourself in the
Okay.
environment. And secondly, you can't be in a relationship that will be hurting you every day. Few people used to say that we throw our rijaya, unya our repa. So that one is the decision you yourself you make. If you need something that you know that this will help you, then you have to make effort to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Belinda, for calling. And please, the WhatsApp line is not for calling, so please stop calling the WhatsApp line, the 055 number. Please don't call it. That's the WhatsApp line, so you can just send in your WhatsApp. It's 050, actually, 050-157-5757. 050-157-5757. That is the WhatsApp line. So please send in your WhatsApp messages and don't call the number. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me read a few more messages. It says, this one says, I'm Christiana Nazum from Upper East Region, Garu. Okay, thank you. Single mothers not in relationship is because of the pain they pass through from the other man has made them stay away from relationships. Okay, so he's trying to say that some single mothers is their own personal decisions to not want to move on. Okay. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, so this is a birthday wish. Kindly wish Brigadier General Felicia Chumberima, the Defense Attaché at the Ghana Embassy in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, a very happy birthday from Charles Kwame Ansah. Okay, so happy birthday to you. Now, let me come to Wilberforce. Let me come to you. So this what I just read, that some single mothers just tell themselves that we don't want to do this anymore. Most of the times it's a personal decision that they end up taking. What would you say in relation to something like this?
Well, it will depend on what they went through in their previous relationships. Sometimes, however, some women, I must say, go into relationships for a purpose. Especially these days, those who say, I'm a career woman, I just want to have my child, and that's all.
That's a whole new conversation.
Why does that peeve men so much? When we decide that we can do this without you.
One thing is that when it happens, you are okay. Maybe the man is okay as individuals, you, the woman, and then the man, you are okay. What about the child? It takes society, mother, father, and entire society to train up a child.
Okay.
So no matter how much you are earning, the value of a child having access to father, and I run, there's a small school. When a child comes, those children whose parents are divorced, you see behavioral differences. So for me, I think that decision, of course, everybody is entitled to it. I don't want to marry again. I don't want to be attached to any man again. But that should be done cautiously. If it is based on your past experience, maybe you entered a very bad relationship and you don't want to experience that, that's fine.
That's fine
for me.
Yeah.
But if it is a deliberate decision that I don't want to encounter these guys, these children of Adam, some more daughters of Eve. So we are the sons of Adam. I don't want to encounter these sons of Adam again.
I'm done with men.
I just want to have my child and stay from my corner.
Right.
No, there's no particular problem. Then I have a problem with that part of it. Because taking care of your child, no matter how much you are earning, the child needs to grow up in a certain environment of parents, both parents and society, except where there are special cases. So I think that such women who have encountered such problems and are not ready to enter relationships, you can't do anything to them. You would rather encourage them to rather find, if there's a family member or anybody who can play that father figure role in the life of the child. Or their actual fathers, you can, the law gives them reasonable access to the children to be able to grow up knowing that this is it.
So, all right, sweetie.
I still think a woman decides what she wants to do with her life, what she wants to do with her body, how she wants to raise a child. If I decide to go get some artificial insemination as a single woman and have a kid, I can do that. Ideally, a child should be raised in a home where there's a mother and the father. But I'm not sure about the statistics, but you'd find out that it's not a lot of people who have access to that ideal home. And we are still out there doing, I wasn't raised in a home where my mom and my dad, I mean at an early age, but eventually my mom left. But it didn't, there's information everywhere. If you're a woman and you decide to have a child and raise the child by yourself, there's so much access to information on how to do it right. There's so much access to psychologists and doctors, and there's so much available now in this era. There's so much access to information that you do not have to. I think it's limiting to think that I need to have a man to have a child. You don't need a man to have a child. You only need the,
you don't need
that's also the other side of the conversation,
Oh my God. Unfortunately we are pressed for time, so this is where we have to end the conversation. But definitely going to have you both here in the house again for us to continue another awesome conversation. Viewers, thank you so much for sticking and staying with us right here on Let's Talk Relationship on Prime Morning. Our topic for discussion today has been gender bias perception, how society thinks about women when it comes to cheating, when it comes to single mothers, when it comes to divorcees. It's been an awesome conversation, and thanks for calling in. And there's another awesome conversation coming your way. My guests have been Sweetie Abochi. Oh, I got it right. Yay! Who is a media personality, and then my male guest has been Wilberforce Amo, who is a development practitioner. Thank you once again for passing through. Viewers, you can stay with us right here on Prime Morning. My name is Theodora Akumia. Coming up next is another awesome and fantastic conversation. You wouldn't want to miss this. Do stay tuned.